Hello, Grace Community Church. Pastor Steve here, and today is January 17, and we're looking at Genesis 45 to 47. Not that long of a reading today, but an important one as we carry on our journey of going through the Bible. The first thing is just a touching reunion of Joseph with his father. His father thinks his son is dead, and now he has a son back. That must have been some amazing moment to share. But as we move forward, there's I would call it a business principle that shows up that you can look at this passage, and that is have the meeting before the meeting. And what exactly is that? It's that Joseph is telling his father and the siblings how to approach Pharaoh. This is such wisdom here. Now, it's a narrative passage. It's just telling us what happened, but the wisdom in doing that was so helpful for making sure that they get the right land that Joseph wants them to settle in. The passage mentions something that is interesting, that when it comes to shepherds, the Egyptians view that occupation as detestable, not desirable. But how many of us want to be people who, take care of waste refuse? Not a lot of us. And in the same sense, Joseph is going to use this to actually get his family some of the best land in Egypt. And that is the land of Goshen. So I printed up a map, and I'm going to show it to you right here, and I hope you can see it. This is the Mediterranean Sea. This is Egypt. What will be the promised land is over here. This is where Jacob and his brothers are coming from. You can see the Dead Sea, Sea of Galilee. But the land of Goshen is over here, and it's in the Nile Delta region. That's very important because that's the very fertile section of Egypt. So what is it amounting to? That they are going to be getting some of the best land in Egypt. Now, the passage ends by telling us that they are going to get this land, they're going to be fruitful, and that the population grew. But in between this section where Jacob is reunited with his son, Jacob, the patriarch, meets the Pharaoh, then we have this section on famine. And the famine has gotten worse. And what Joseph arranges is that the people of Egypt keep needing to give more and more things until basically the whole nation is enslaved by Pharaoh and Joseph. Why this is interesting, it's just telling us what happened, but ultimately it seems to be setting us up for how the people of Israel being another name of Jacob, Jacob's descendants will one day be slaves themselves. But at this point, it's a reverse. The people of Israel, or Jacob's family, are getting the best, and the people of Egypt are basically needing to sell everything they have to get food during this famine. But eventually that will reverse. Raises the question, was that a bad decision of Joseph to have Pharaoh end up owning everything, but that Joseph's family are in a sweet spot? Will that come back to hurt them later? The answer is, the text does not say. But we can put our heads together and say, that's an interesting observation as to what is going on. But all in all, we are now set up for what will ultimately be a people that will be in captivity for 400 years. But right now, let's just celebrate Jacob is back with his son Joseph. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow as we continue, and we're at a very special time where Jacob is going to bless his children. Have a great day.